Welcome back to Platinum Hunters Extra. And as I get back in the swing of things, trying to get back in the groove of making content because I had a busy September for sure. We got games in the month of October, which you know is the spooky month. And we got the Callisto Protocol, spooky. The Weird West game, spooky as well. And Farming Simulator. Yeah, Farming Simulator. Very spooky indeed. I am trying to get back into the groove of things because I had a busy month. I had family over. I had my wedding. Your boy got hitched. And I'm just trying to get back into the content cycle. I got a bunch of stuff already that I have to catch up on. Phantom Liberty just dropped, and I gotta get on that. You know I gotta get on that. I love me some Cyberpunk. Things may seem like they are normal just by looking at the screen right here, but if you pan the camera out and looked around the room, it's complete chaos in this room. So I'm just gonna ease myself back into things. I got the Skylanders Giants trophy guide coming next week, so I gotta start working on that to get it to you guys next week. But let's keep it casual here and let's take a look at these games that are dropping. Sorry for not covering the extra and premium games for September, but it's essentially the same thing I always say. Extra good, premium bad, and premium was especially bad last month. There were no PS1 games or PSP games. It was really bad last month. But anyways, that's then. We're here in the now. We got 3 new games to take a look at. Let's start it up with the Callisto Protocol. And just taking a look at this ill-fated game, again with another ill-fated game from a studio that's almost on the precipice of shutting down. So if you jump right into the madness, as we say, then you'll be 10 hours with a pretty difficult game on the maximum security mode. You could always do your first playthrough blind, and then you can do all of the other trophies that you do have in this game. You could do that then, and then focus completely on your maximum security playthrough. But the theme for this is that there's no chapter select, and there's a lot of missable trophies in this game. So you have to be careful going through this game, and I suggest looking at the guide for all those missable trophies. If I take a look up here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 missable trophies to worry about. So there's not many trophies. I think there's DLC trophies, so it's not quite 47. I think the count is lower than that. But you still need to be careful, and playing on maximum security mode is not going to be easy as well. So you're going to want to take a look at this guide to check out any tips and tricks, especially when it comes to using the right weapons. Like I was reading before, the maximum security section here, and they give you a lot of tips, like ignore the skunk gun and the tactical pistol, if I could read properly. Use your stun baton as much as you can, especially if there's one enemy there, so that way you can save on ammo. You can go into the accessibility options and turn on auto dodge. This does not affect trophies, so that way you don't have to press left and right to keep dodging. I knew that was a point of contention for a lot of people in this game, is the way the dodge mechanics work in this game. But if you have auto dodge on, you just need to press the button, and you don't have to worry about left, right around the attacks. So there are strategies that you can implement here when doing it to make your life easier. A 5 out of 10 means this game is a little bit difficult. It's not that bad. I think Dead Space is probably worse than this. But then on top of that, you're going to be doing a lot of other stuff like perfect dodges. You got lots of environmental trophies, like kill 10 enemies with environmental hazards. You have here, use melee or ranged weapons to take both arms off a living enemy. So take a look at the guide. I have it linked below along with the rest, and you can formulate your plan whether you want to do this in 1 or 2 playthroughs. I am kind of interested in checking this game out. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a huge time sink, which is good. And I kind of have no games to play that are spooky in this month. I mean, we have Spider-Man coming out this month, not necessarily spooky. There's nothing spooky about giants, like about Skylanders, about the anti-Halloween game. So I have a little bit of time, I can fit this in and check it out. Okay, the non-spooky game of this month is Farming Simulator, and it is weird taking a look at this trophy run because it says here it's a 1 out of 10 difficulty, but at the same time it's simultaneously 50 hours. You need to explain yourself, and reading this guide here does put things kind of into perspective. The first thing you need to know is this game has mods, so you can install certain mods to the game and make things very much easier. I have no point of reference for this game whether it really is a 1 out of 10 after you install all of these mods that the guide is recommending, but at least it'll be a very easy experience once you put in these mods. The first mod that it recommends putting is called Government Subsidy, and for this mod you will have it so you place a sign down that can be constructed that will provide a 350,000 income every hour, which basically breaks the game's economy. So you don't have to worry about money at all. That's not going to be a problem for you anymore, especially with that much money coming in every hour. Must be nice. That would be a very comfortable life as a farmer. The second mod is called Multi-Fruit Buying Station. And with this mod, it'll allow you to construct a silo that will sell every type of resource that can be contained within a trailer. This is extremely useful for several trophies that require selling a certain amount of a particular crop. So this person who wrote the guide is recommending that you have these 2 mods installed, and that's going to drop this whole thing down to a 1 out of 10. And then you just basically got to do it. Let's take a look at some of these trophies just to see what we're doing. Vehicle fleet. Okay, we might have a problem. A lot of these trophies have like those kind of descriptions where it's not telling you what to do. But here it says for this trophy you need to own 60 pieces of equipment in total. Okay. Another example here. Highly cultivated. I'm a little proud of this one myself. That's not helpful. What you actually need to know, the trophy requires you to cultivate 100 hectares of land in total, and that's why it's got the grind symbol there. I assume having the money to spend on the right equipment will make this go by faster, especially here it says the largest cultivator is the Farmet Compactomat 1570 Max. I assume that will make this whole thing less grindy in the long run. Let's see what other gold trophies and silver trophies we have. So we have here... here we go. It's never too late to farm. It feels good to be home. This trophy is... For this trophy to unlock, you'll need to load a save that hasn't been played in over a year. Oh. Okay, and then it says here you can use go to the system. Okay, whew. You can go into the system settings and you can set the date and time a year later and then come to the save file. Okay, cool. But that would have been awful if you couldn't do that. So this game is a little weird. Mods break it. And if you want the platinum trophy, it's very, very easy, and you can have a relaxing time driving on your tractor, farming all of the stuff you need to get in this, and cultivating your farm. 50 hours. Sounds like a little bit of a grind for not a very rewarding plat. I think I'll skip this one, but if you do like the simulators, it seems like a pretty easy time, and mods make it cool. Always cool to see some games have mod support. That's interesting. And then our last one, which I could not find a trophy guide, but somebody did make an achievement guide for it. It's Weird West. I've heard in passing this game is pretty good, and you play as a bunch of different characters, and they have their own stories. So, as well, if you like Dishonored and Prey, this has devs that used to work on those games. So that's Arcane Austin. So devs from Arcane Austin worked on this game. This game I was interested in until I saw one thing. This game has 28 missable trophies, and you need to save scum if you want to do this all in one playthrough. Whew, I've never been filtered out so fast. Ooh, that stings. That stings. That stings. But also 30 to 35 hours is not so bad. 4 out of 10 doesn't mean it's all that difficult. Let's take a look at the guide. Maybe I might change my mind. But you have here your first character, the Bounty Hunter, and as you read through this guide, you see that like choices that you make as one character are going to affect another character later down the road. Like here it says, a witch at the crossroads. When traveling from one location to the next where you meet the heathen, this character will give you a box, tell you not to open it. Make sure you obey. Do not interact with the box in your inventory. And during chapter 5, which is another character, the Ownerist, you'll see the payoff for this in the what's in the box achievement / trophy. So certain things you do with one character are going to affect other playthroughs of different characters. So as I understand completely why there's 28 missable trophies, you have to be very careful, and you're gonna need to put strategic saves for this game to make sure you can do this all in one playthrough. I could see someone not being careful and then having to do a second, maybe third playthrough of this game, and that would suck, because one playthrough of the game is going to be 30 to 35 hours to do all of this. That kind of sucks to do it again. I wouldn't want to, but essentially you're going through and you're keeping in mind the stuff that you need to do to get these trophies. You have the Pigman, the Protector, the Werewolf, the Ownerist, and then you have your cleanup section here. I'm sure there's situations in this guide where you're gonna pick one thing and then you need an extra save to go and get the other achievement because it got locked out from your first save. If you like to read this guide and then go at it, I wouldn't recommend going at it blind and seeing for yourself what you can grab and then try to do the other stuff on the other playthrough. I don't think it's for me. I heard this game is good though, but I think out of all the games on this month, I think Callisto Protocol will be the one where I take a look at it and see if I want to maybe do a guide of it on the channel. Then it'd probably be Weird West, and then it'd be Farming Simulator. I am not a big sim game guy, other than Power Wash Simulator looks good. But otherwise, I think that's gonna be it for this video. Callisto Protocol I might check out, and I'm pretty curious, and I don't have anything spooky for this month, so I think it'd be good to have something that's gonna get my heart rate going, something a little more horror focused. It would be good to play something like that this month, so maybe I might check it out and see if I get the Platinum Trophy. I hope all your trophy hunting expeditions this month go horribly, horrifically bad, because it's October and I don't have to be nice to you guys. October's my month to be mean and spooky and evil. Peace!